The most alarming thing that we're finding is that in Washington, D.C., half the young people are not finishing high school.
If you drop out of school, what can you do as far as work? The quickest way to make money is maybe selling drugs or whatever. So school dropouts is maybe where it starts.
Now to a shooting in a D.C. public school parking lot. It left an 18-year-old hurt.
A drive-by shooting in Washington, D.C. injures 13.
7 people shot in Northwest D.C.
Yeah, this was a tragic situation in the 1200 block of North Capitol.
What's your name, brother? Mark? Cool, man. I'm HawaH. What's your name, brother? Carter? Yeah. Cool. We've got this program where we're doing this retreat into West Virginia. We're taking students and young people from DC. We're gonna have a recording studio on site. There's gonna be drumming, there's gonna be music. So basically hearing about the issues that you deal with growing up in the city, like what are the biggest things that you gotta face, the hardest obstacles that you have, what are your goals, and what do you find important in life? I'm glad we stopped, man. Good looking out, good looking out. Let's make this happen. You're not too young. You're not too young, man. Let's make this happen, for real. This is different than your everyday youth venture program where young people are given a chance to go camping or go hiking, because we've got really deep, intense curriculum that these young people are going through. They're going to be looking at all the things that affect us, the grief and the trauma we've had in our lives, the anger that we hold inside, best ways to have healthy relationships with other people. It's not that we're just going to play Frisbee in the mountains. Come on in, let's give some love to Ricardo and Mark. Yeah. So we're leaving tomorrow morning on a chartered bus. It's going to be a very powerful journey into the mountains of just finding new places to explore inside and outside, right? So inside of our own lives and then outside in the world. So I thought the easiest way to start going through this would be actually to open up to you.
I don't know, I'm really excited about getting in the studio and be able to like do my music out in nature, like in a different kind of air, so.
Is it a lot of noisy animals? 'Cause I can't sleep hearing things. 'Cause I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, I'll start screaming.
I normally sleep with a knife under my pillow, but since we can't bring weapons, I made like. I'm gonna use a flashlight.
Stop right there. You don't pull out a bottle of oil spray. Can't pull out a bamboo stick.
I just wanted to take a trip for the summer to be on, and then to be in the studio. I'm alright. That's all I'm looking forward to, and I'm excited about. And meeting new people.
Awesome, thank you.
What am I scared of? I'm not scared of anything.
He gets to
No.
Nate, he gets to share what he wants to share.
I'm a thug. I'm a thug, boy.
I'm excited to leave. Just to let free leave. Like, I get to leave.
You guys are sisters. Are you the only 2 siblings? Do you have any more brothers and sisters?
Yeah, a lot of them.
How many do you have?
I would just put it in a range of 12, maybe.
12
siblings. I like to write poetry, songs for me and my little sister to sing. Anything that keeps me calm and not angry.
So let me stop playing, son. I make my life seem perfect. You know, a lot of people that have problems, you can never tell they have problems until they say they have problems. And it's like, I know I have enough problems, but I had mine.
I can do that too.
I know what it felt like to be broke, poor, homeless, and everything. And that's probably the main problem. Like, everybody says I don't talk enough, so it's probably because I don't talk enough about my feelings, and that's because I'm just not that emotional. I try to be emotionless for some reason. But everybody knows the reason. It's always because of their past and everything.
If I'm upset, you will never know because of the fact that I've spent so many years taking all that emotion and just hiding it. Every chance that I can take to get out of the city, I want to take. Because if I'm out of the city, I can actually relax. First time I've landed that. It can help me find better ways with the anger management. Because even though I don't seem like it and I'm Joker, I keep all my feelings bottled up to the last minute.
My life is music. That's all I do. I sit at home and I write music. I'll meet up with some of my friends and they play instruments, so we'll just like go to the park and chill and just improv and just do nothing but everything at all. Everything, and it's just so much fun. I think HawaH's idea to like get kids from all the different wards and stuff and bringing them together, like that sounds amazing, and I want to be a part of that so bad. We can get young kids together and show adults that we can handle this.
You guys ready for West Virginia? About to lose cell phone reception. I'm very excited about this fact. My cell phone is going to turn off probably in about an hour as we get higher into the mountains.
I want this one at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be good with this bottom bunk.
The rattlesnakes, like I said, if you hear the rattler, stop and look around you and see where you're going. They like to come out and lay out on the rocks near the edges of the banks. Again, back here, there ain't much poison ivy back here. When we get closer to the house, I'll show you guys some poison ivy. There's a lot up there.
There's my ride outside the rocks right here. These are my couple rides. Adidas, Jordans, flip-flops.
Down by the river so we can do a video down here. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's 3 out.
Just 3 of it. A beautiful morning out in West Virginia in the woods. It's just like, man, get to step out the fresh air. Get to wake up laughing with the friends that you just made.
Waking up here was pretty funny. It was kind of cold, but at first it was kind of hot.
There's no cars and people screaming or gunshots, and you're just like, it's all cool. It's just like there's no one here really to bother you the way you don't want to be bothered.
I'm happy. This is gonna be a good trip. Let's see how it ends.
So we're going to push forwards into this piece right now. It's on nonviolent communication, because there's going to be times when things are going to get hard, things are going to get intense. Some people are going to be sharing very personal stories, and we want to be able to know how to be great listeners, how to really give somebody all of your attention. That's an important skill to master. Does everybody know the word empathy? You know what the word empathy means?
Yeah.
You said empathy? Yeah, empathy with an E.
Sympathy one is like something that you don't have to go through, but you just feel like you know what the person is going through.
Well, I use empathy a lot when I'm helping my friends out because of the fact that I've been through a lot, and then they'll come to me with something similar to it. So when I'm actually giving them advice, I've had friends tell me that they can call me, tell me what's going on, and I'll give them something to actually help ease their day. And then after they're done talking to me, they feel a lot better.
And that's really what nonviolent communication is about, is being able to communicate in a way where you understand the needs of another.
I love you. I love you. You ever heard of the water crystal effect? Does it work on the camera? The more you talk nice to it, the better you look?
We're doing the water crystal effect tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
See, I know about that.
Yeah, I know.
You're hip on that.
Yeah, I be watching Discovery Channel and everything else.
To be honest, I'm not all about this nature stuff right here. You stupid. But
I'm a meatitarian, so I love meat. Veggies are like limited. You will catch me eating about 4 to 5 veggies in the whole entire world. That's in the whole entire world. So, I mean, what can I do about what I eat? And I'm not gonna be sitting here thinking that like, oh, well, I'm gonna eat this because I have to. No, if I don't want to, I'm not going to. If I have to stick out a day just being a little bit hungry, that's what I'm about to do to survive, you know?
We're going to add words in between the rhyming words. So it creates a string of thought. And eventually we're going to be freestyling. Yeah. So we're going to stick off from the same word, and we're going to add a sentence to it.
Sing along with everybody in the group. Come on, sing along.
man, I hope the door doesn't go ding dong. Oh.
Ding dong.
When I was a little kid, I used to play Donkey Kong.
When I was young, I was long gone.
What's an example of when music helps somebody? Anybody?
Days when I'm just frustrated by myself and I'm at home, and I'll just like go to the backyard and just sing and just belt out whatever song I'm feeling in my.
Sing that from your heart and soul.
Right.
I mean, dig deep on that one.
So, maybe we can correct this.
Yes.
Live in this world correctly. Be all that we can be, and we'll see. Baby, we'll set this world free.
Yeah, just come on. You gotta bring it. Come on. You got it. You ain't let loose yet. I know you ain't. Come on.
Man, stop knocking these trees down. Think on what you need now. Life is real, and it's easy to wake up and find out that your best friend got killed. And be all you can and set yourself free.
God, I like that, especially with the set the world free at the end there.
Because it's gonna go with the
right
hook.
into the
so
chorus,
it's gonna go straight
man.
to
Yes,
it then.
right
so
into
be
the
right
chorus.
there then.
everything we breathing is better than you thinking. All of this shooting, so I'm just coolin', starting a new movement, trying to change up. I'm going green now. Stop planting stuff and stop chopping them trees down. Think on what you need now. Life is real, it's easy to wake up and find out your man got killed.
Maybe we can correct this, live in this world correctly. Be all that we can be, and we'll see. Maybe we'll set this world free.
This is the movement. 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 This is the movement.
Exhale.
Sometimes we have to look deep within ourselves to discover what it is that's actually the root of a fear, of a problem, of anger, depression, sadness. So today we're going to ask all of you guys to be aware of any traumatic experience that you might have gone through, any loss that you might have had, where it's still just lingering in your heart. And we're going to ask you today to be able to have the courage to bring it up so that we could eventually release it out.
There are a lot of things that are just scraping the surface, just some things that you guys feel that are like over the top. Like that's not even like the bottom of it. Like when you see your mother on the floor begging and crying and screaming, and you know that it's because your father is putting his hands on her, and knowing that that's the cause of it, and seeing two people that made you fighting like that all the time, it hurts. And it's like he was supposed to love me as a father. That's his job. Fathers' jobs are to love their daughters and raise their sons. And I never had that love from my father. I have no words for him.
Sometimes you lay at night and you wonder the what ifs in your life. Like, you know, you wonder if God was punishing you for something you did wrong. I mean, I get empathized with so many people here. Like, I feel like I've raised myself. I've had to look up to other people more than I could do my family members.
I could just relate to, like, what if my father was here? But, like, I was the one who, like, saw him. So it was even harder to, like, be at an age to know that somebody's passing away on you and you're young. And to know that my little sister never even got to meet him is even worse. So I'm not even really crying for myself, I'm crying for her. Because it's hurt to grow up with him.
I just admire your courage right now, and your vulnerability and your openness.
And through that, you'll find so much healing.
At 11 years old, I've had my virginity taken by my family member on my father's side. I woke up with her on top of me. I pushed her off and stepped into the room with my mother, trying to go to sleep with her, hoping that she sees I'm with my mom and she'll keep me safe. But when I woke up again, I was in the same room with her on top of me. All the feelings that I get, that I keep bottled up from time to time, started with that one incident that changed my entire life. To actually have to resurface and think about all the stuff that has actually happened in these past years, it was hard to try to really say what I was thinking.
When you have that jar and you open it up and you let it out, and it airs out, then you have new things that you can put into the jar. You have new feelings and new emotions and new experiences that you can allow in once you open up and let all the old stuff out.
I just want to say one thing for all of y'all out here who feel like that some of the stuff that happened to you and some of the stuff you went through in your life was your fault. We didn't ask for that. We didn't ask for none of that. We didn't even ask to be brought into this world. Now let's make sure that we break that cycle and make sure that our children don't have to go through that. You understand what I'm saying?
I want to clear the energy in the room. I want to reset the space so when you walk back in, we can really allow for transformation to take place. So do this for yourselves. Walk with your partners, walk with your friends, take a breath of fresh air. What you're about to do is not necessarily going to be the end. It's just the beginning. It's a step and another step and another step. So you might not be ready to forgive that person tonight, but maybe you're willing to release yourself from some of that pain. Imagine and visualize that smoke as the weight on your chest and on your shoulders just rising and lifting up into the universe and sharing that burden with the world.
Doris and Dowdy, that's the name of my father and his mother. I release my pain and I'm free.
The pain I have is my mama, which I have tattooed on me, and she's still alive, and myself. I release and I'm free.
My name is Mark, and that's my father. And I release my pain, and now I am free.
I thought today was a good day because we got to release all our pains, and every single one of us cried in the dome.
Oh, you don't put that on damn camera, man.
Yeah, you didn't hear earlier. He tried to make it.
Look, man, I was gonna be a thug, man. I was gonna hold all that in. I was like, I ain't gonna cry, man. At the beginning, man, I was just like, all right, man. I'm gonna be strong for everybody else who got them red eyes, you know? So I was just like, all right, then I'm gonna be good. So that's when, man, after a minute, that's when everybody got to telling their stuff and everything, so. And I got to look at how everybody was just like so into it. Then we had the candles lit and everything. I was like, oh man. That's when the first tear just dropped. I was still being a thug though. It was a Denzel tear drop. You know, like when he got whipped with
Glory?
the whip. Yeah, it was like when he got the first whip, it was like this. It was like, and it was like, you just stand there, you just take the tear, you let it fall down, and you was like, oh, that's the thug tear. Man, I messed up. Something hit me. That's when my heart just started boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. You know when your heart beat fast enough, like you can almost see your shirt moving, like my shirt started moving. Man, that's when another one came on the other. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking crying. I ain't cried in years. I was like, oh man. So that's when they just started coming out, man.
I mean, we all know psychologically when something's very serious, one of the reactions is to cry or laugh. So to me, some of the joking around is to break the seriousness because some of the pain is so deep. Everybody gonna just be crying all the time.
I know it hurt me bad. Like that was some terrible. Yeah, it just hurts you to know to think about it. Know that two people's fighting. Know two people that created you. To make you know a human being and be together. You gotta love each other. But then like to make that person and destroy them at the same time. It's just like that's some painful shit. I think if I would have had my father around, you know, playing with me, messing me, throwing me up, picking with me, I would have been way better. Like, because I never experienced love, so I think, like, I would know what love is. I think I would feel more comfortable trusting people. Like, I would be more open-minded.
Peace! Love! Love! Respect! Respect! For everyone! For everyone!
Because a lot of times we feel like if we get angry, we're bad, we're wrong, we're doing something incorrectly, and we have to repress it. And I'm like, I'm gonna punch Howard because I'm mad. That's not gonna do anything. We can channel that anger in a way where it moves mountains.
Write down on the outside of the balloon what it is that you present to other people so that nobody can see the things that are hidden on the inside. So the outside of the balloon is your shell, it's your external, and it's what you present to the world.
Mark, are you having difficulty?
No, I'm talking to the bee.
What?
Right here by my ribbon. Come kill it. If you kill this, I will kill you.
Excuse me? Why are you feeling so defensive for the bee?
Because you shouldn't want to kill it. It's not doing nothing.
Right. And then so what you're saying to the bee is what you're saying essentially that you'll do to someone else. So
But I'm not serious, and we both know that, so it's not that serious.
Words have a lot more power than we give them
credit for.
You're the only one that's taking it so powerful. He didn't even take it that powerful.
You feeling stressed right now?
No, I'm just feeling like writing right now.
As opposed to participating?
Yes. To be honest, you're not around people that's used to doing stuff like that. So you can't think that we're going to sit here and just because we're here, we're not going to say
No, I'm not.
something.
I don't think that. I know you're going to say something, but then it's my responsibility to make sure that I bring it to your awareness every time because it's a habit, okay?
But I'm not going to live life like that, though. When I leave here, I'm still going to say it, so.
That's no problem. That's your choice.
So go ahead, Martha. Say, I'm in control. Okay. And I don't need to hide. There you go. I'm in control. I don't need to hide. I want my heart back. Woo! Hold on to your heart. I'm just working out all these kinks of being here. The food, the like scheduling.
I went swimming earlier. We're having like 2 hours of like free time to ourselves and whatever. And I'm kind of disappointed because it's only 2 hours. I feel like we're doing everything that they want us to do.
I'm like in the point of my life where I can't change who I am. I'm not going to change who I am. There's no way to change who I am.
Other people trying to get more free time doing what they like. And
Come on, stand up.
the water crew, 1, 2, and the 2 down there came up with something like all the kids, you know how the adults call us to circle time? We was gonna do the same thing, but bring their attention during dinner. Yeah, but all of you gotta be there first before the adults.
Adults.
Yeah.
Peace! 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 Peace!
Well, let's come together really quick, guys. Shh. Find your stillness. All right. Hey, guys. Hey. Peace.
Give her respect.
Peace. All right, guys. So the ambassadors of Fly By Light wanted to bring this together, and there's some things that we feel that we need from you guys to achieve our missions.
I feel constricted. And I need more time for me to actually stretch out and be myself.
And it's like we're being pushed to blossom and just breaking. And then like we can feel stronger, but it's like feeling more open and weak at the same time. Like where we're at, I admit this is great experience and everything, but it's like everybody's not like this. So we're explaining ourselves to y'all, it's worth it, but we're not gonna do that when we get home.
You're not getting the bigger picture that you can be that beacon in your community to be able to raise up your community, to be that community that is supportive. We're giving you the tools. You are a stronger person when you leave here. It may seem like a constraint, but when things get pushed together, when you release and relax, that's when you feel the calmness.
8 days is not gonna do it exactly. 8 days of a tree is not gonna form. Even though you sit there and you water it and you look at it and you watch it and you say yes. Even though you sit there and watch it, 8 days is not gonna do it to something.
But a seed can be planted in 1 minute.
The group has been having some conflicts.
We stood up for ourselves yesterday, trying to like not being pushed around or like figure out what we want to do instead of them creating a schedule for us.
It was almost kind of like a mutiny. Felt frustrated, man, because like I felt as though people weren't trying to. They didn't want to trust. I felt people didn't trust the process. People didn't trust the program. People didn't trust each other.
That wasn't no vacation. And we came in 5 days, and then the other day we got to do a sweatshop. No, one day we should have had a chill day. One day should have been free time. Today should have been a free time. Stop putting things on so much time limit. Nothing can be timed in life.
I think you're wrong, and you're gonna see when you get back home how special this was. And
I already know.
I know listen what I'm saying. There's no way to know because you haven't left yet.
It's just like every time we open up, something is there to close up.
Listen what I'm telling you. I understand, yo, bro, you stop midway, you'll get a different lesson. And I think the biggest lesson is gonna realize you should have did the whole thing. But it's all good. You grown from this. Yeah, man, you grown, man. I'm proud of you. You're gonna get a lesson anyway, and it's gonna be a positive lesson. It's just how deep it's gonna go. But I'm proud of you for your changes already, man. I think you're a superstar.
When we go back to DC, some people might end up going back to the same habits. Some people are going back to some really ass-crappy house situations. And yes, right now we have the opportunity to change. We have the opportunity to make a transition within ourselves, but where do you start?
When we go home, we're still going to be in this program, going on doing what we're doing. We're still going to be meeting each other, still getting, so like what we're doing now is what we're doing now. Yes, people are not doing nothing like Turk. What are you doing? I don't know. You, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm pointing everybody out.
Oh,
y'all not listening. Y'all pointing him. Y'all say I'm pointing him out. No. Y'all say, listen.
Sit down.
You. Let me finish talking.
Sit
Y'all
down.
saying I'm pointing him out. If y'all would have listened to what I was saying, I was gonna point to everybody and just like say, what is no, listen. What you keep saying is you're not listening to the words that's coming out my mouth. You're making everybody yell and scream, and ain't nobody yelling and screaming. All I'm saying is, what is we all doing that's making everybody so daggone upset? And I'm gonna come down. No,
I'm not mad at anybody in here. I am mad at the situation at hand, Martha. In this situation, it's not about each individual person doing anything. It's not about that. It's so much more. And it's so much more, all right? It's not about, oh my God, can you like be quiet for 1 second?
Can I say something? Can I say something? If we all trying to put an input or something, we got to get respect to let somebody talk, even if we feel different about what they saying. People put a shield over themselves over what's the bigger picture to this whole thing. Did anybody think to notice how when we did the trauma, a good majority of us all had the same damn story? Did anybody even sit to think about that afterwards? For order this to work, you got to be pushed. That's where the effort comes in as a person. That's where it comes in. And for order for that to start happening, you gotta accept it.
I think it's hard to understand growth when it's in the midst of it, you know? Out of chaos comes beauty.
Sometimes when you break something, it grows back stronger. And I feel like that's where we are. We've all been broken down.
We've had our ups and downs. Some people reach their breaking points. I guess what they're trying to teach us here is just to stay strong.
Let us get ourselves together. Y'all get yourselves collected. Let's meet at 3:15 with a brand new energy and life and take this thing home. Excited, passionate. Let's take this thing home.
Wait, okay.
Go!
It's the last day here, and we're kind of upset about it. We don't want to leave. I don't want to go back. And we have sweat lodges today with this guy named Pablo Flaco. He's
like magic. He's like a Harry Potter, Native American Harry Potter. Dude is insane. I can't wait to see what we're about to do with that dude.
Where we're going to be having our Native American sweat lodge. Inside there, it's pitch dark, and you go in and you sweat it out. You just have to come face to face with your demons and your fears.
Going into that lodge, connecting with yourself, and all the universe comes there and converges upon you, and there's a recollection of your body. It says, oh, I remember this, I know this, and it comes alive. It's a birth. And we're going into our mother, and when we all come out, no one will be the same. You will no longer be children. You will be adults, because you will be able to move with power.
I felt like there was no need to hide anything anymore because I felt loved. I felt want. I felt need. Felt hate. Felt pain. I felt as many feelings as I could feel.
I could feel everything. Like everything was connected. I felt it.
And then you're sweating. You're thinking about what they said. Okay, go to the ground if you sweat. And I go to the ground and I think about things as if I was to go home or something. And then I'll get back up and I'll just be like, start singing with them again. We about to leave, and I feel bad because I don't want to go home. You know? I don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to go home to.
And I've learned it takes more to a leader than just to lead. So when you're ready to listen, you're ready to lead other people.
In the deep sides of my stomach, I love this. I'm used to this. This is as free as it gets. I'm free. No school, no work, no judgment. This is free.
Say what's up to the folks.
Hi.
This is my man Mark. He's my teacher.
Bro, this is my sensei.
We'll catch you on the next light. Fly by light.
Fly by light! 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 Fly by light!
I don't necessarily know what each one of these young people needs, you know? So it's just that humbling, like put myself back, like, yeah, I mean, all I can offer them is my heart. I can offer them my love. I can care for them. I can I'll open my door and answer my phone at 3 a.m. if they need to call. Like, I will do all of that. But like, in the end, you know, we don't always know what's best for each other sometimes. And that's a hard truth, I think, right?
I came back relaxed, good. I came back happier than anybody else. Everybody was wondering why I was so happy. I walked like a new man. I promise you, bro. I was walking around with a rock and a bone in my pocket for like how long? For a brick. Brick. And sitting over there walking around, bro, this is my lucky rock, bro. Indian man gave this to me. He prayed on it. He prayed on it. I'm telling everybody, he prayed on it. On everything, I'm good. I got my lucky rock. All right, then. Put it right back in my pocket. I was on some whole other stuff.
When I first got back, like, it was just so weird to be around everybody. It was just like being in this nice warm water and just being dumped back into like ice water. No one seemed to understand everything that I had been through, everything that I had done over that whole week. They thought I just went out on a camping trip.
Right after the retreat, I calmed down on my Kirkin. I really did. I did. Like, I completely calmed down. Like, sometimes I wouldn't even kirked at all. But right now, I don't know. It just came back. I don't know. I'm not with y'all all the time, so it just came back. Y'all are my peace.
After I got out of flyby, like, I had to deal with a lot of bullshit. I was homeless for 3 months, moved back in with my mom, trying to get in the Job Corps. Just recently got out of court because when I was homeless, I needed clothes. So I was caught for second-degree theft. It's been pretty difficult.
What year you graduated?
I was supposed to graduate this year.
So you what, 17?
Nah, 18.
Now why is this was supposed to graduate thing? What's that all about?
Ended up getting put out of school.
Put out of school?
Yeah.
What did your parents say when you got kicked out of school?
Kicked me out the house.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So where are you now, if you don't mind my asking?
Struggling, trying to find me one.
You're not homeless, are you?
Pretty much is.
Wow, where's the rest of your family? You gotta have an aunt or a cousin or something. Well, you don't have to, but... That's rough, I can't imagine.
Yeah, that's why I need me a job.
Coming up first to the microphone, let's give a round warm welcome to Asha.
And when I was old enough to understand the word balloon, it came to me that those were not sounds of passion from that room. They were that of pain. I never knew a mother could cry until that day, but there was nothing I could say because my voice was not to be heard in that source of shelter. I can never call that place a home. The ill thought of returning soon chilled a 3-year-old to the bone, and as I lay me down to sleep, a goddess eased my pain with the sweeping of my forehead. But when I had opened my eyes for the last time that night, your hands were on her, wrapped around her ankles like shackles that kept her great-grandmother, and arms that held me struggled against floorboards. Her fingernails ate carpet, pulling, scratching, screaming, reaching, pleading, but the backside of your left hand with knuckles identical to mine. So guess what? No more shackles, no more cuffs, no more burdens, no more trust. There was a time months ago where I saw you as daddy dearest, but you are now nothing. but an X chromosome and a constant reminder that hands for holding shouldn't hurt. Thank you.
Today I'm taking the GED test. Not the practice, the actual GED test. I'm getting this over with. Been working towards this for months. Got through it, and now I'm here.
I was asked to perform for the future history makers as of today. They know that I was applying for colleges and things, and they know I do dance. So they asked me to perform, actually.
Hello?
What's up, man?
What's up, T?
How you doing?
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You been staying out trouble? I heard you just appeared on them for a few days down there.
Yeah. I got into a little bit of stuff, but nothing too hectic.
You already got signed up for all your grants and everything for college?
For college? No, I still gotta go to get my GED or go to high school. That's what I'm planning to do next month. That's why I gotta find something to kill this month for me to do.
Yeah, get in there and get that done, man.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that. I've been talking to little kids, going on them, telling them, man, y'all better go to school, man. I don't want to be out here.
For some of us that have been through a lot out there in those streets, really the only answer is just think all the time, man. Really find the heartstrings inside. You can either stay down there and keep hanging with them dudes and keep letting them reel you in, draw you into their mess, or you can find your own path and do your own thing. You owe it to yourself to get out of the streets. You know?
I hear you.
I want to see you do that.
All right.
Anytime you need me, my phone is always on. My door is open. If push comes to shove, you can come up here and stay with me for a while. Alright?
All right. Thank you.
It's a mime dance, so yeah, you have to put the mask on because I'm creating a character to show that I'm just not dancing for myself. You can't just see me, I'm dancing for multiple people in the world whose problems are not getting solved. And I'm dancing for my problems and my little sister's problems, and the mask basically shows that it's not just Martha. I'm covering myself to show that I'm everyone else as well.
everybody. You've had a great night. I've had a great night. This has been a wonderful evening. I'm going to announce the winners. Evening's poetry slam. We've got Asha taking the #1 spot. Oh, so proud of you.
Thank you.
Think you passed?
Oh, I know I passed.
Yes?
I know I passed.
Shavani, HawaH, Jahiti. Having people that believed in me when I don't even know if I really believed in myself for real, that I could make something out of myself.